is Jennifer Ramsey, and I am a team leader with Usborne Books and More, and I just want to share with you a couple of our educational resources that you can use with preschool, kindergarten, early first grade, that type of student. So the first ones I want to talk about are our activity books, particularly our sticker books. We have several that are going to help you reinforce those concepts that you're teaching at home and make them a little bit more fun. So this one's called First Number Sticker Book. We also have First Color Sticker Book and a few more. These are for very young kids. And this is going to go through one number at a time. It has some activities for them to do, but then it has stickers. And for the 1, it's all 1 item. For the 2, it's 2 item. 3 for the 3, things like that. And then it goes all the way through to the very end, and it has some extra activities. Find all the stickers that match the numbers. You're counting how many and putting them into boxes. You're putting the numbers in order. So it's just kind of a fun way to reinforce your numbers. We also have white clean books that do kind of the same thing. These all come with the dry erase markers. This is one of our new titles, capital letters. We also have lowercase letters, numbers, ABCs, math facts, things like that. And it's going to go through and you're going to trace the letters with your dry erase marker. It gives you lots of space to practice. And then the really fun thing about these is you're going to trace the letter within the picture. So you're going to find the T, you're going to find the L's, and they're dotted lines that you're tracing over. Just a really fun way for kids to practice writing. My 2.5-year-old learned all of her opposites from this book. So this is Lift the Flap Opposites. They're really bright, colorful pages with sturdy flaps. And they're all different scenarios which you're learning your opposites. High, low, hungry, full, first, and last. So a good visual to go along with the words. And then a couple of the pages actually have questions. So are these items going to be above or below the water? Oh, a fish. I think that's going to be below. So then you go searching for the fish in the below water flap. So those kind of reinforce some outside-inside ideas as well. Telling the Time is illustrated by Stephen Cartwright. This is a great way to reinforce learning to tell the time. It has this clock where you can move the minute and the hour hands. And it goes through the day with Mrs. Boot and Poppy and Sam. And at each time it says, oh, okay, it's 7 o'clock. So you're going to move the hand to make it 7 o'clock. It goes through mostly just 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, things like that. But at the very end it does talk about half past, so you can talk about the 30-minute mark. So fun way to reinforce reading clocks and also how to make those. When your kids get a little bit older, you might want to start introducing them to other languages. So this is our very first words in Spanish. We have several languages offered in these books, and then we actually have more difficult ones as they grow. So we have like 100 words in Spanish and German, and I think even Chinese and some other languages. Quite a wide selection. But this one just has the English word, the Spanish word, and then a picture to help them visualize what you're talking about. And it goes through lots of different ones, different scenarios. This is a great way to just start building that vocabulary, get them familiar with the words and what they mean. So great for building English language as well as a foreign language. I love the Lift the Flap question and answer series for all of those curious kids. We have several titles in this series. This is the animals one. When I was teaching, they would always talk about hooks. Like, how are you going to get your kids hooked and interested in the topic before you start teaching them? And I think these Lift the Flap question and answers is the perfect way to do that. So you can look at it and say, oh, how do bees buzz? And then you lift the flap, you get a little bite-sized chunk of information. Hopefully that gets your kid interested, and then you can move on to and I'm just showing you there's lots of different topics here. Then after you have your kid interested, you can pull out our beginner reference books, and we have dozens and dozens of different topics in these. These are nonfiction books that are all on one topic. We actually have one on bees. I didn't bring it upstairs, but we have one on bees, and they're just going to have pictures and illustrations that are going to teach you all about the animals, different types of animals, where they live, what they eat, how they're born, how do they take care of themselves, all kinds of fun facts And then in the back it has a glossary, and it also has websites to visit if you want to go a little bit more in depth. They're internet referenced with credible websites for you to check out. The last one I want to show you are 50 science things to do and make. This is a great way to get kids kind of curious and interested in science. Most of these activities just involve things you have around the house. Making butter, floating flowers, speedy shoots. So all kinds of different things you can do around the house. It's the activity, and then it always has a little blurb about the science. So this is a great one to keep around to fill in time on rainy days, or just to get your kids interested in some of those science topics. I hope you found some things that you want to add to your library, and let me know if you have any questions.